I have a surprise for you guys today. Look who's here. Oh, sorry, Baba. Look who's here. Hello, mister. Hi, Papa. Oh. I feel like I don't show Turbo enough in my videos. All my thumbnails always have Banh Mi, and it's not like favoritism or anything, it's just Turbo's more camera shy. Hey guys! Earlier this year I put up a video where I went to a Kmart store and I showed you all the different things that you can get for bunnies. But shortly after I put up that video, Kmart ended up discontinuing a bunch of the stuff I showed and releasing new products that I thought would be great for rabbits. So today I've decided to redo the video, but this time I'm going to do it online. I've put together this little shopping list of what I think are all the essential things that you would need to get for a rabbit, and we're going to go to the Kmart site and see what we can find. Now, Kmart doesn't have a dedicated pet range for small animals, so you won't be able to find every single thing you need for a rabbit, but you will be able to find most of the things you need at a really good price point as well, which is why I think Kmart is a great place to get stuff for bunnies. So without further ado, let's jump right in, and let's start off by looking for an enclosure, because that is where your bunny is going to live. Did I spell that right? They've got these two different options here. There is the small animal enclosure, which is very similar to the one that I've used for my own bunnies, and it's only $22. Or there is the more durable version, which is a little more if you're happy to pay that for something a bit more sturdy. So with these pens, you get 8 panels and each one is about 60 centimeters wide. So that should give you the bare minimum space that you need to house a rabbit, but they'll still need exercise time outside of that. Alternatively, you could get what's called the metal cube unit. And these are, sorry, my scroll is acting all kinds of weird today. You can actually configure these to make really cool enclosures for your bunnies. So it comes in a 16 or an 8 cube. With the 8 cube, you should have just enough to build like a basic perimeter around your bunny's space. But with the 16, you should have enough panels that you can build different levels and rooms inside the enclosures, and it comes in black or white. So you can choose the color that best matches your home's decor. And the last enclosure I wanted to show you is actually the pet crate. Now, don't freak out. I'm not saying that you should keep your bunny in a cage. What I think this is great for is free roam bunnies, because I think this could make a really good home base where you put their litter box, their water bowl, maybe some bedding, and it can be a nice little safe retreat that they can go to when they want some quiet time. And you can also buy covers for these as well if you want to give your bunny a bit more privacy, you want to give it more of a den vibe, or you could just put a blanket over the top and it's kind of going to do the same thing. So these are great for free roam bunnies, or you could even, if your bunny has to be in an enclosure, you could have this and then you could attach those pen panels or the metal cube panels to the side of it so that they have their little private hiding space, and then they've got a little exercise area as well. So you can decide what's going to work best for your space and your bunny. So that's the enclosures. Now we need to look at flooring, because if you don't know already, I'm not sure who's going to watch this video, but I'm assuming it's going to be people who are quite new to rabbit care. So bunnies need a floor that gives their feet cushioning and traction. So one thing I've seen which would be really good is this children's play mat. So this is in the baby section. It's this one here, the reversible padded play and floor mat. It's a decent size, 180 by 120. So if you get those pen panels, this should be enough to cover the floor space. The design is, you know, one side's got these cute little Aussie animals on it, but if you want something more simple, there's this grey and white geometric pattern, so a little less loud. And the great thing about this is because it's made for babies, it's quite durable and it's also resistant to spills. Like if your bunny pees on it or spills their water, you can easily wipe it up. But it's not completely rabbit proof. I think a determined rabbit could still chew through this and dig if they really wanted to, but that's going to depend on the bunny. Kmart's also got really cheap rugs, so the jute rugs are a nice choice because They give the bunnies that traction, and if they chew and ingest any of the fibers, because they're natural fibers, they shouldn't be as problematic as if they were to chew another type of rug. So they've got the round jute rug, and this one is 1.8 meters in diameter, so 180 centimeters, which is a decent size. Or you can get the jute rug in extra large. So this one is 270 by 180. I wish they would keep the measurements consistent. They're switching between centimeters and meters, which makes me sound like a fool. Now let's look at litter boxes, because that is probably the most important part of your bunny's enclosure. It's where they eat, where they poop, and where you want them to spend most of their time, because those are the core things that rabbits do that are important to their health. So let's look at their litter trays. Sorry, my scroll, I know. So the cat litter tray with the high sides is a really popular one, and I've used this for my own bunnies as well. I think I've used nearly every litter tray that Kmart has had, including this. But the one with the high sides is awesome because it has this detachable rim which makes the sides a little bit higher, so it helps to contain the hay and the mess. And there's this sifter grate thing which can help keep your bunny's feet clean. I will say the only downside with this is that the poops don't fall through. Those holes in the grate aren't big enough, so the poop kind of all gets caked on top. It's a bit annoying to clean, but you can still use this litter box without the grate, and it's awesome that way. These little $4 ones I think are good for young rabbits. I used to use it for Turbo when he was a baby, but as he got bigger, it just started to fill up too quick. So I upgraded him to this one, and then I got them it's called Cat Litter Enclosure. So the cat litter enclosure is awesome. I usually don't recommend enclosed litter boxes because just from my own personal experience, I think rabbits really should always have multiple entrances in any space they're in so they don't feel trapped, and my bunnies definitely did feel a little edgy inside this. So what I did was I got rid of the door because you don't need it, but I also cut windows in the side of this so that the bunnies could see around them, and they ended up using those as additional entry points. And I also love that it's got this little grated step thing so that when the bunnies go in and out of the box, it kind of helps to clean their feet on the way out so you don't track litter throughout your place. I also love that there's a handle on the top. It makes it easy to lift up and sweep around underneath if you need to. Now for the actual litter itself, don't get clumping litter or this crystal cat litter stuff. This is all going to be toxic to rabbits. They do have this recycled paper litter. It's $12 for 5 kilos, which is an okay price. You can definitely get a better deal elsewhere buying like Breeder's Choice or something. So it's not the best price, but if you've only got time to go to Kmart, then this is the only rabbit safe choice that they've got. They did used to sell the pine pellets, but they don't anymore for some reason, and I don't know if they're going to bring that back. Let's move on to the next item, which is a water bowl. And if you don't know already, water bowls are the best way to provide water to your rabbit. If you've already got one of those little drip bottle things, you don't have to get rid of it if your bunny likes using it. It can just be an additional source of water, but you should always have a water bowl available to them as well because it usually encourages them to drink more water, which is very important for them. So for the water bowls, they've got, oh my God, this scroll is driving me crazy, and I feel so bad because I'm worried it's going to annoy you guys too. So the bowls, I love this wood look one. It comes in a medium and a large. If you've got one bunny, you can probably get away with the medium, but if you've got two, definitely go for the large. It's always better to have more water than not enough. These ceramic bowls would be awesome as well. Probably wouldn't bother with something like this. Like this would be easy for a bunny to tip over, I reckon. They've also got this pet water dispenser, which is pretty cool because this can hold more water than a standard bottle. So if you're usually out for long periods, like, you know, you go to work during the day and your bunny drinks a lot of water, you might prefer something like this so you know your bunny's always got fresh water available. Now, the next item I had on my list is a hay feeder. And while I don't think these are necessary, a lot of bunny parents do like them because it's a great way to keep your bunny's hay off the litter so it stays fresher for longer, and it can help to reduce wastage. Kmart doesn't have anything like that, but I'm going to link some from the Rabbit Sanctuary and an Australian store I really like called Little Fuzzy Butts. Little Fuzzy Butts makes pet beds and pet blankets and hay bags and things from the most beautiful fabrics. I'm going to link those in the description box down below to check out. And now let's move on to what I called Hidey houses. So rabbits are very shy animals, and giving them a place to hide is going to make them feel a lot safer and more relaxed. So the cat play system is awesome. This is a cute cardboard castle that your rabbits can hide in. They can run around in. You can configure it however you want and create tunnels for your bunnies to run through. They can dig at it and chew it. It's plain cardboard, so it's not going to be an issue if they ingest any of it. And most importantly, it's just adorable. Like, can you imagine your little bunny's head poking out through that? But anyway, I was gonna say that you don't actually have to spend money on things like this because it's just cardboard and your bunny is gonna destroy it anyway. You can always just give them a regular cardboard box and they'll probably love it the same. Like my rabbits right now, they're playing with a box that my toilet paper came delivered in, and it looks like trash right now and I really wanna throw it out, but my bunnies love it. They've been playing with it every day, so I have to keep it. Oftentimes the best toys for your bunnies are things that are made from paper, wood, cardboard, things that they can chew and destroy. So like, as much as I would love to buy like these bananas because they're so cute, my rabbits aren't really going to play with it, so there's no point spending money on it. I am interested in this though, this pet toy treat IQ. Who comes up with these names? That doesn't even sound correct. I might actually pick this up next time I go to Kmart because this looks cool. But if you are thinking of saving money and making your own toys, I already have a video on my channel which I'll link up here on some DIY food toys you can make yourself, and I am going to film another one soon on some more ideas that I've had for lazy enrichment ideas, so stay tuned for that video. Alright, we're nearly done now, so just hang in there, just a couple more things to go through. The next one is bedding. So some bunnies like to sleep on soft surfaces, some bunnies like hard surfaces. Like my rabbits, they always choose tiles over all the soft beds that I give them. But if your bunny does like something soft, then this cat mat is awesome because it's only $5. It's nice and soft, looks cute, I guess, very simple. Or you can even just get them like blankets. So they've got a whole range of pet blankets. I use this one, the pet blanket fleece in large, because it's cheap. Let me show you these other blankets that are really, really cute. They're from the baby section. It's called plush blanket. So I just noticed this one today. It's pink with little white bunnies on it. How cute, right? Or it comes in blue with bears, or these ones. I really want to buy these. So there's a white one with these black crosses, or there's this white one with these little gold foil stars. So cute. So on to the pet carriers, and this is what you're going to use whenever you need to transport your bunny to the vet. These are the carriers they've got. I use the pet carrier foldable in the small size. This size is great for 2 rabbits. They've got plenty of room to lay down and move around and stuff. The great thing about this carrier here is that it's got 3 openings, so one on the front, one on the side, one on the top, which makes it really easy to get your bunny in and out. And if you're in the car and you're not the one driving, you can easily open whichever one is accessible to you and you can pet your bunnies in the car. So I love this one, but the downside is that those little doors are made from a very thin, flimsy mesh, so it would be very easy for your bunny to chew their way out if they wanted to. So if you want something a little more durable and easier to clean, then they've got this plastic pet carrier. It's only $20, and this would also do the job just fine. So lucky last, now we're looking at grooming tools. So to groom your rabbit, you really only need 2 things, which is a brush to brush out any of their loose fur that they're shedding, and nail clippers. So don't use anything like slicker brushes that don't have the plastic tips, or shedding rakes, because those can really easily cut your bunny's delicate skin. I use something like a flea comb like this one, and you can hack it like a hair buster where you weave some elastic band through the teeth, and then it helps to catch the loose fur as it goes through the bunny's coat. So you want to make sure that the tips are nice and rounded, they're smooth, no jagged bits, and just, be careful when you're using it. And then for nail clippers, so the only ones they've got are these, but I think these might be a little bit too big to use on a bunny. I I usually prefer the scissor style ones that are made for cats or small animals, because I think they just give you a bit more control. I'll try to find some online and then I'll link them down below if you need help finding nail clippers for your bunny. So that's the end of the list. I think we found most of the items on here, and as you can see, you can get most of the stuff you need for bunnies from Kmart, and it's all really affordable, which is awesome. So I hope you guys have found this video helpful, and I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye! Show him to you guys. There he is. I just want everyone to see how cute you are. There's crumbs all over me now. He's gonna be so mad at me the next few days because I've picked him up. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll give you banana later. Say bye to everyone. Bye.